Hello, everybody. Prime Hero here, and I'm here with Gilly Deltrez, and we are going to have part two of our Comics Gate conversation from the other day. I have set up the trailer, a trailer for the Rise of TMNT cartoon that he hasn't seen at all. Gilly, you haven't, you had no idea there was another Ninja Turtles cartoon at all, did you?
What's going on, guys? I had no idea. So Ron here wants to show me a trailer, so I'm gonna put my face
Yeah.
up.
Now,
Are you started with it now, or I can hide my face?
whichever is up to you. I mean, I'm gonna do the share screen a little bit, but I want to ask you first.
Okay.
You saw the original, obviously. Did you see the show that came out in 2003 at all?
I saw of it, glimpses of it. I mean, it wasn't something I was
Yeah.
following. Now, the movie
That one-
that came out, they had a movie around that
The
time.
CGI one, yeah.
TMNT. I bought that.
Yeah,
and
that
I
movie
enjoyed
was
it.
okay.
It wasn't the best, but I mean,
But
yeah.
the cartoon, the one that the reboot that came out with in 2003 was actually really, really good. I actually really like that one a lot.
They had like a movie cartoon, or was it just talking about like a TV show? Okay,
a TV show, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was actually really, really solid, really well done. It was a lot closer to the original comics, which I thought was pretty cool too.
So can you do one thing?
What's that?
Could maybe show a trailer of that?
Of that one?
A clip or something. So we start with that because I could just get familiar, and then we'll go into this one that's gonna. I don't know, the one I just not ready for, I guess.
Yeah, probably not. Let me see. I can show you the intro. Yeah, the intro is good for that one.
Okay.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Let's see. Share screen. Okay, share screen. Share audio. Home tab. All right, can you see? Right? You can see?
Yes. This is okay. Okay. Got you. You shared the audio?
Yeah, I did.
Right,
Let me show you.
Yeah. Turtles counting on 1, 2, 3, 4. Turtles. Mutant chain reaction. Living underground. Jitsu action. It's a shell of a town. Turtles counting on. We find the code of the martial arts. Never fight unless someone else starts. Always stick together no matter what. If all else fails, then it's time to keep up. I love being a turtle. Ninja Turtles. Turtles counted off. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turtles. There's no one better.
Watch out for Shredder.
They're like no others. There's Teenage Brothers. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
So that one was actually
cool.
That was really good. I really liked it.
That's very cool. Very cool.
Very well done. I really like that one. And then in around 2012, they came out with a CGI one, which was okay. I'll show you that one too.
Okay. Yeah, I think that 2003 one kind of slipped my radar a bit.
Yeah, it's actually
cool.
really good.
Yeah, now this one I've seen.
You have? Okay, you've seen this one then.
Mm-hmm. You can put it if you want. What is it, a minute?
Let's see if I can find a good one. All right, here we are. Come on. There's this one. It's like the. I don't know. It was so hard to find one. All right, right, well, whatever. I'll do it the season 3 opening. It's no big deal. No, wait. That's wrong. They put the 2003 song. Why is it so difficult to like find like just a normal one for that? It's weird. How come? I don't know. I'm just not finding it. It's weird. But anyway, you know about that one, right?
That one I do know. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to show you the new one.
Oh, what's this one? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. What's it called?
Rise of the TMNT.
Rise of the TMNT. Like Rise of the Skywalker?
Well, now it's a
Yeah.
firefighters, pets, bubbles, high-speed chases,
Stupid ass.
and boom boom.
What's boom boom? It all makes sense now.
Playing with fire. Rated PG.
Oh no, a mutant! Wait, we're mutants too.
We got the squills. We got the tight color coordinated team look.
Let's do it. Let's go out and bust some bad guys.
Okay, what's the plan? Solve the city's rat problem?
Hey, I am standing right here.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
What the hell they do to Splinter?
By the way, Raph is the leader, not Leo.
I'm gonna break your legs halfway through twice.
Whoa!
Turtle tank tie!
Is that Michelangelo's voice that just sounds so off
Get him!
Yeah.
or annoying?
4 against 2, so let's say we just call it a day, right?
Baron Draxum does not surrender.
I don't know. You feeling it? I'm not. I wasn't feeling it. I mean, what do you think based on just?
I'm not feeling the art style.
Yeah, I wasn't either. And that's April. All right, but you've seen enough, right? So yeah,
That's what I remember.
That's the new one.
That's painful. Dude.
Yeah, that's essentially what's happening with animation in a nutshell is that. And then the other day you couldn't even get through the Thundercats one at all. I just you couldn't even get through that video at all.
No, that was I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
Yeah.
There was something on Twitter. Was it CB Cebulski, whatever his name is?
Mm-hmm, the editor-in-chief of Marvel, yeah.
Yeah. I know I guess he was talking about a cover he loved. It was like a Spider-Man cover with a cat and a squirrel and Venom. And it just looked really, really bad. Yeah, I mean, if you want to pull it up on Twitter, I'm sure if you put CB and you could probably see it. And it just reminded me, I mean, even though it's a cover, but it just, I don't know, like it just seemed way off. Even if it's a variant cover, it's just, again, I mean, I guess there's people for that kind of style.
Here's Steve Cebulski's page, which I'm not following. Oh, that's just the dumbest thing ever. What?
Show it on the screen if you can.
Am I not showing you? I thought I was. Oh.
Yeah, because when I saw that, I just thought about that Thundercats roar bit, and I'm just like, again, I get it's a variant cover, so I mean, that just wouldn't be one I would pick up.
Well, I thought I was sharing it. Like, why isn't it? Oh, I see.
Yeah, make sure you stop sharing, and then you open it again and just click on the tab.
Okay. Yeah, that. Oh, that looks terrible. That's just so dumb.
Look. Here's the thing. You were talking about like the reduction in quality, right? When it comes to art or whatever, the Cal art style, whatever.
Yeah,
Look at all this space you got on the top. That's so plain. There's no background. Not even you had a choice to put. Maybe you could have put a nice city landscape in the backdrop, sunny,
Or, like,
bustling.
I would have, what would have made sense if they were in Central Park.
Exactly. You got some greenery, scenery, a park, whatever. That New York backdrop would have been beautiful. And it goes with the style, but you have this and you have no background, which is lazy. Like it just, and was that color? It's so just, it's kind of dull.
Right. And the title.
Look at the text. Look at the title font. Spider-Man, Venom. It's not even like with Venom, it's just Spider-Man, and then Venom is just like, this is
really lazy.
This is the kind of stuff that gets pushed out by the big by Marvel. This is this kind of stuff that passes.
Yeah.
It's upsetting, dude. It's almost like you had 5 minutes to put together a cover, and you're cutting pasting. You can't even get creative with this with the title. How generic could that be?
It's a really generic, unimpressive.
You don't even have webbing. You don't have nothing. I wouldn't. You were asking what, $3.99 for that cover? $4.99? I don't know.
No way.
Get it off the screen. Get it off the screen, because just get it off the screen, man. It's already getting to the point where it's just annoying.
Yeah, and it's happening. This is happening with animation, and I love animation so much. I have a bunch of animated superhero cartoons. Like I have Batman the Animated Series. I have Superman, Justice League. I got Avengers. I got Spectacular Spider-Man. I like all the really, really good stuff. All the really awesome animated superhero stuff. And action cartoons. Action cartoons are kind of like, they don't exist anymore. Nobody makes good action animation anymore. Nobody makes good superhero cartoons. I mean, all the ones from Marvel in the last couple of years have been terrible. Like Ultimate Spider-Man was bad, and then their Avengers Assemble was terrible. It's just been really, really terrible. And so there's no strong animation when it comes to action. Well, there's no strong animation, period. I mean, back when I was growing up in the 90s, we had, Batman the Anime Series. We had the X-Men. We had, Tiny Toons and Animaniacs and those great, amazing shows. And I know I'm sounding like an old man. Like, well, in my day, they were better. Yeah, I know I'm sounding like that, but
you're not sounding like an old man. What the heck are you talking about? This is a valid opinion. What is this telling you? What is this telling you about? I mean, like, if you sound like an old man, what is this? I mean, does that pass for comics? Does that pass for animation? What we're getting now, is that passable?
No, I think
the bar's been set. So it's like we got to always raise the bar. We're not even trying to reach the bar. We're trying to create a low bar and make that acceptable and be like, hey, this is good. This is good enough.
Yeah,
no, man.
It's not good enough.
No.
And I think that the same things to happen with animation, and that's happening with comics. I think that's important. I think that that we need that kind of movement, and it's happening a little bit like the guy who did Cannon Busters, which I did finish watching, by the way. It was pretty good. There's going to be a second season, I'm guessing, because it kind of ends in a way where it sets up for a second season. But that show was crowdfunded. At least he crowdfunded the pilot episode, I think, of that. I can't remember if it was on Kickstarter or Indiegogo. I don't remember. But I remember from a couple of years ago, Cannon Busters. And then one day I was browsing through Netflix. I was like, Cannon Busters, like, oh, wait a second. I remember this. This was crowdfunded like years ago.
Yeah.
And I was wondering if he got it done, if he had any success with it. Obviously he did, since, it's on Netflix now, which is pretty awesome. So we need more of that. We need that to happen more. So I think that animation game needs to be a thing. I really, really do. I think it'd be great. Like, I'm sure you'd love to see Grom become a cartoon.
Oh, I think I mean, that'd be amazing. I just got to set the groundwork.
Of course. You know,
I got to have maybe like a few volumes thrown in, but I mean, it's always nice to see some good stuff, but I don't know. Now I'm so skeptical. I don't want to see a hack job.
Yeah, done on your
on
property.
my work.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Exactly. So I think that the next step in the next, I don't know, maybe 10 years, that animation needs to be a thing. And I think that independent animators need to kind of go the same route that Comicsgate is doing, you know?
Yeah.
We need high profile people, you know, like maybe people like, you know, Ethan Van, well, I don't know if Ethan Van Sciver is interested at all in animation, but somebody out there needs to be. I mean, I don't know, maybe I could do it. I don't know.
Wow.
If I get to a point where I'm able to influence and I'm able to like actually put in some clout and some real, you know, change into the animation industry, I would champion independent indie animation, like you know, like with indie comics. You know.
It could happen. It's just like we need. I think we need a rebel. You know, a known rebel that could kind of do something, or like a project that could kind of like. I mean, because when you see stuff like She-Ra, and you already obviously know the agenda they're going for, like this thing. There's always a way to knock back what you want to do with Animation Gate or what you're trying to propose. And if you look at stuff like what could be a good example? Let's just say, let's just put a perfect example, right? Let's like the Thundercats. We already seen the muscle characters. We already seen this, you know, toxic masculinity, if you want to go there, toxic nostalgia. Like we need to see something else, or it's not that we need to see something else. It's almost like the challenge is like, well, you know, they're going to knock the nostalgia fact. You know, there's a knock against nostalgia now. Oh, cheap nostalgia, toxic nostalgia. It's just like, man, like now nostalgia is a bad thing.
Yeah, now nostalgia is
what the hell?
Apparently. Yeah, they would probably like crucify Galactic Road's band. This is They probably like crucified. This you know it's toxic because of nostalgia, and they would totally destroy Bash too, because he's toxic masculinity, because he's, you know, this badass, super tough, you know, no nonsense masculine character, and they would kind of tear that apart too, you know, unfortunately. But I think he's awesome. Like he's the coolest, and Grom is the coolest thing because I like that it plays on my nostalgia. That's what drew me to the project, you know. That's what compelled me to check it out and to back it. Like, oh my gosh, it just takes me back to a happier time in my childhood, and that's why I love it. And we need more of that. And I think animation needs more of that too. You know,
we need to understand that what we're trying to promote and what we're trying to do, like, there's nothing wrong with that in the first place. You get what I'm saying?
There isn't. We need this counterculture. We need, because the entertainment industry right now, comics, video games, movies, TV shows, animation, all of them, none of them are appealing to me right now. They're not doing stuff. They're not putting stuff out that I'm interested in. They're not. They're just on occasion, you know, rarely I'll see something. Oh, that was kind of cool. I might check that out. But then you're like, whenever I start a new TV show that's coming out in current year, or like right now, I'm always scared of that woke moment. I posted something about this on Facebook last month, that if you start a TV show now, it might be cool, you might like it, but there's always going to be that woke moment where the show's going to go woke, and you're going to be like, you're going to groan, you're going to cringe, and the show's going to be ruined for you. It may not happen in the first season, it may not happen in the second season, but it's going to happen eventually. It's going to get woke, and you're going to roll your eyes, and you're going to question whether or not you want to keep on watching the show.
Well, you want to talk about wokeness? I'm already seeing something on IGN that's saying Stranger Things season 4 will reportedly add 4 new characters to its already diverse ranks.
There you go.
So it's like more first diversity because you got to say we're adding 4 new characters to the already diverse cast. Like you got to go there.
Yeah.
And how do we know it's forced diversity? Because we're getting announcement about it, right? Everything is about, hey, we got token character here. Hey, we got token character there. Why not just why the announcement? Just show it.
Just show it. Just do it. Just don't make an announcement about it. Don't, like, for example, in Rise of the TMNT, there's another ginger genocide there because April O'Neil is no longer a redhead. She's now a little black. I was like, oh well, look at that. They did it again. I'm telling you, it's a trend. They're actively getting rid of all redheaded characters. It's kind of a thing now. I think it's a conspiracy. Sorry. You know, it's not a coincidence anymore. Wouldn't you agree?
It's not, but it's getting to the point where they're creating cool franchises the way it should be. And I mean, again, could we be blowing this out of proportion? Maybe. But we're seeing it. It's just the trend where it's going, and it's not even good.
The evidence is there, and they're trying to indoctrinate our young children. They're doing this on shows like Doc McStuffins and Arthur, which are shows for like toddlers.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I don't know what you let your little guy watch, but you can be watching Arthur or Doc McStuffins one day.
Watching Arthur. He ain't gonna watch
and then
that.
he'll come to you and be like, Daddy, why are those two kissing or whatever, you know?
Yeah, he ain't gonna.
You gotta explain to your like 4-year-old kid.
I'm gonna have to screen everything. I know there's got to be a website that screens, or maybe I got to be the one to watch stuff and be like, yeah, this ain't for a Christian audience.
The days of just putting on something and plopping your kid in front of the TV and you walking away and doing your own stuff, that's gone now. You have to monitor everything because everything is trying to, everything is just trying to get to your kid nowadays. They're aggressively going after kids now. You also got to be careful where you put when it's time to put them in school or preschool or whatever. You got to be careful where you put them and what the curriculum is like and what they're going to be teaching your kid, because they're teaching like gender fluid stuff to preschoolers now. I don't know if you know that, but that's going on. That's a thing. You know.
Schools are no longer safe. No. News is no longer safe, right?
So, I'm choosing to fight this woke SJW culture in my own way. I mean, through Comicsgate and also like I'm hoping through Animation Gate. This is my way of fighting back. I can go to protests and stuff. But that's not really my speed. I think this is the way that I fight back. So, and I think Animation Gate needs to definitely just, be a thing.
It could be a thing. We just got to keep the fire burning, and keep projects. And when we see stuff like. This is kind of hard because you got to make time into like kind of screening like all the trash that comes out, because like you got to find it out and then spotlight it. That's a problem. You got to take time to spotlight it.
I imagine it's rough for parents because they can't monitor every little thing that their kid watches. It's really difficult. Because eventually. Your kid is gonna figure out how to get onto Netflix by himself, and you could be sleeping in the morning on a weekend, and you can get up really, really early and go to the TV and watch Netflix, and I mean, the thing is though, you could have parental controls on Netflix, but even the parental controls, even stuff for kids, is not safe anymore, and So you could get up and your kid is watching something that you might not approve of, even if it's supposed to be for kids,
And that's a problem. If you leave them without watching and that kind of thing, you could always stumble on stuff. But you got to be on top of things, even if you want to create awareness. Like, think about, it's not a TV show, but something that fell victim to the woke trend. Terminator. The Terminator movies for me are, I only know part 1 and part 2.
First 2 are the only ones that are worth anything.
Yeah, the rest don't mean anything to me. My brain hasn't registered them as being sequels. It's just Terminator-related stuff.
Same thing with Alien. Alien and Aliens are the only 2 that I really consider.
The third one was cool, but it was definitely just different.
I didn't like how it seemed kind of weird to me that they just killed off Newt and Hicks at the beginning of the movie. I would have written it differently. I would have done it where, like, maybe I would have had Newt become the new Ripley for like future installments of the franchise. But like, I would have had her grow up and stuff and continue fighting the aliens. Maybe I would have had like Ripley die in Alien 3, but I would have had Newt be kind of the new main character for the rest of the franchise. But that's just the way that I would have written it. But yeah, so yeah, everything is getting woke and it's getting ruined. I mean, this is like Go on.
So I was gonna say, with the whole Terminator thing, I don't want to watch it, but it's almost like you have to put it out there and explain why it's trash, why the wokeness is not helping it. You know what I mean?
There are plenty of people doing that, like plenty of
no, and but these people, they're doing it. But I'm saying, we got, you want to build a platform, you got to talk about this stuff on your own and bring your own views, because Ron's perspective is Ron's perspective, even though there are other YouTubers doing it, it's still your perspective. You get what I'm saying? So, and that takes time and energy and money. Yes, to even
money
that
you're not going to want to spend on this garbage movie. Like, I don't want to spend it on this movie. Like, what are you doing?
Exactly. And I was in that same predicament today. I was actually going to watch the movie just to have something to put on YouTube. And then I had the situation where I did the writing video because of what prompted me in my day. But
and then you got that eliminated the reason for you to have to watch the movie.
Right, but I'm just saying, like, even though, I still feel like it's kind of like my duty as a critic. Like, I have to suffer through the trash just to put it out there. And if I do a video saying this is why, and I put $5 on it, whatever, it's just like it's like that double-edged sword. Yeah. It's just, you have to. I feel like there's something that has to be done.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. It's crazy. I just so yeah, those are just my thoughts on the animation industry, and I just want to bring light to it and let people know that animation industry is just as bad as the mainstream comic book industry. It's the same exact issues that are happening with comics are happening with animation. Same exact issues. They're like literally like the same thing, and I just want to let people know about it and bring attention to it because I love animation. I want to become an animator when I was younger, and I originally envisioned Paragon Prime as an animated project, and that's still in the cards. I still hope to one day make this animated. That's the dream. But right now I'm like loving making it into a comic. I think it's amazing, incredible. I'm super, super pumped and super excited for it. It's like my child. Like this Paragon Prime is my kid. Okay. That's how much I love this. That's how much I care about it. It's the most important thing to me. And I just want to see it succeed, whenever, I get a new piece of art from Facundo, I just I get goosebumps, you know,
Mm.
because I see my creation coming to life right in front of my eyes. I mean, before it was just, words, words on a computer screen. But when you see the art and you see how well it what's the word I'm searching for? I'm searching for a good word here. How well it represents, your creation. It brings it to life. It's, it's being brought to life, and that feeling is just euphoric. It's incredible. And you know what? I'm not gonna lie. It brings me to tears. I get emotional.
That's passion, brother.
Yeah, that's the passion. And your video earlier, like the advice on how to find an artist, a lot of that I took to heart. Like, one of the good things was have a script ready. Like, that's super important. Like, I think before I even started looking for an artist, I had found my editor, and before I even started looking again, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna focus on getting the script as perfect as possible. That's the most important thing. I'm not gonna even look for an artist until the script is perfect and done. And that's what I did. And that's amazing advice. That's really, really strong advice. And I'm glad you said it.
Yeah.
Also, be patient. You really reiterate the fact that you have to be patient, because I've been looking for an artist for about 2 years. 2 years. It took me 2 years to find the perfect artist.
I think what we should do, because this is a good, I think maybe what we could do is like a Q&A kind of. I don't know, but like I wanted, because when I did my stream, it was just, like I said, it was just unexpected, but I wanted to just touch on some of the things I felt that people needed to be aware of, and they're just falling into so many pitfalls. And so I set it out. And now that I'm hearing, a little bit about your story and just 2 years, like I want to get you to explain what you went through in that 2 years. But I don't want to we could get into, that's a big thing right now. I don't want to, that's a good one. I want to save that energy. Like, I mean, if I could have you on and we can do like another writer segment, and I can be like, hey, and I could talk to you. Hey, you got a book coming out. We could talk a little bit about your book.
Yeah, that's the thing.
When I found out
I think I'm like, oh, Gilly, come on. I would have really added to that. I would have really added another element to it. That would have been good. But whatever, it's fine. Whatever. You were feeling the drive to do it right then and there. So that's totally cool. But but yeah, I mean, I it took me a long time to find an artist. I went through so many rejections. I remember like staying up all night just emailing people and messaging.
No, it's
people.
worth. I also want you to say like how long it took and like what you did. Like we got to get all this. This is gonna be good. It's gonna be for the next stream. So whoever's listening. We're on something. Ron's hitting the nail on the head so well. I mean, I think it's important to show, because Ron's coming in on his own. He's going to have some great stuff planned. And when I did my video, I said 3 things that you need. Like when it comes about finding a good artist, you need to have patience, you need to be professional, and you need to be willing to pay. Right? And then I break that down so many ways. So you show that, and I want to show that how you did that.
Those lessons you pointed out in that video, I learned all those lessons.
And that's what we need to talk about, yeah.
It was hard for me to learn those lessons. It was discouraging, and I got down on myself, and I got depressed. I went through all of that, but I'm here now, and I'm ready. I've gone through that already. I'm not going to go through that again because I learned my lessons, Yeah. There's so much I didn't know before, and I had to go through what I went through to learn those lessons.
That's why I said experience. That's why I said failure is beautiful. It's experience.
I failed so many times, and there was a lot of times where I just want to give up. There were. I'm not gonna lie. There were a lot of times where I just want to give up. I'm like, this is not worth it.
You went through it. You went for it, and we're gonna catalog how you did all that. But I'm thinking about another challenge because
Right.
it's part of you doing comics and everything. Where you have a channel, we're growing our channel. What say you? We torture ourselves.
Mhm.
We watch Terminator Dark Fate
Oh,
sometime
God.
next week or something. We just torture yourself, and we do a video, a spoiler rant, how we did on the Joker. I think the spoiler rant videos are good.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe not this weekend.
Yeah, no, maybe next week. You want to try it next week?
Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good.
Yeah, I might do like one day after work. Just bite the bullet. Just go catch like I got a movie theater. It's just $5 showings. So
Yeah.
just bang it out. Just sit through. You know what I'm curious about, and I don't want to get spoiled about it. But when I'm watching this, I'm like, how the hell did they bring Arnold back?
Well, he's been back for all but one.
I get it, but he's getting older. I look. I got all this energy here. I got to save this for that stream too. We got two streams. There's so much we got to talk about. Listen, Animation Gate's going to be a thing. Ron's going to be keeping his eye out on stuff.
I'm going to hashtag the crap out of that on Twitter. I really am.
Hashtag the crap out of it. And then the best way to do it is just bring videos and like how we're doing, like why She-Ra, why we need an Animation Gate. And the best way to do it is by showcasing like Thundercats Roar. So we'll piggyback on this. We also need to do a Terminator Dark Fate because I know Terminator been coming in every movie. I get it. He was even CGI'd, for Christ's sake, in the Terminator Salvation. I get that. But how the heck do you justify him being here, looking like a decrepit old Terminator?
I don't know, but I'll tell you what I will do. After I watch Dark Fate, I'm going to watch the original too, just to, cleanse my palate.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna do this.
Those first two are amazing. I hadn't seen the first one until like 3 years ago, and I saw the first one. Like, oh my gosh, this first one is freaking awesome! I love the first one also. It's really great.
No, for me, this first one, we could even talk about that. That's a good thing. Yo, boom.
Okay.
If we do it next week, no. If we do it next week, we gotta we can't wait too long. We gotta watch this. So that way we can post it while it's still kind of trending. You don't want to, we could do our video 2 weeks from now and it's not going to have enough steam. So I'm going to try to watch it. I'm even so bold to say even Monday after work to watch it just so I have it in my head. And then, depending, what's a realistic day you can watch it? Because again, this is a part of like, we got to put money, but putting out content. What's a realistic day you can watch it?
Usually I like to do it on the weekends or Friday nights, to be honest with you. That's just the truth of it. I just prefer doing it Friday nights or weekends or whatnot. Plus, like I next weekend I have potential plans, but I can probably work in watching the movie as a date.
I don't know if you want to push your date through that. And you don't do it after like, because you work like too late, right? To do it like right after work or something.
Do it after work, honestly. I mean, I don't get off at like 3 like you do,
Yeah. How's tomorrow or Sunday looking?
I don't know. I didn't want to see it this early. You just sprung this on me like, oh, we're watching this weekend. I'm like, I don't know if
I know you don't want to. I don't want to either. This is kind of like just like it's the Terminator Fate Challenge. It's the Terminator Dark Fate Challenge. Oh, just to watch this crap. But then the beauty of it is to watch part 1 and part 2. So if we said it like, say, we'll do this video by Wednesday, make sure by Wednesday you watched all 3 movies. This is if you want to do that challenge, or if you want to do it by Friday. I don't know. I'm just saying this could be something cool for just to talk about. It's good content because I just want to go into what the hell they're doing, what the hell they're thinking. I have to. It's woke crap too. It's another thing. It's just like another thing, like God, and just
I've seen all the previous ones, like all of them, and out of all the ones, out of all the sequels after 2, which is the least painful one to you?
I don't even consider watching them again. I just don't even want to know about them. Seriously, like I just don't. Like Terminator Salvation started in the movie theaters. It was just disappointing. Terminator Genesis, I rented it from the library. I watched it. I fell asleep. It just, It did
Yeah.
nothing for me. I don't even care about the story. This one I'm only interested in because Sarah Connor's back, so I kind of want to see how she does. Because I always like Sarah Connor.
Well, she's a great character, but
yeah, but exactly, I got to see what they're doing here. I just got to see what they're doing. It's just like I'm that invested where my opinion matters. Where I'm gonna do my justice, watch it, and then just give you my opinion. We could really talk about it.
Can we talk about Zombieland 2 instead? We both saw that, and it was much more enjoyable.
But Zombieland 2 just does what it does right. It just sticks to the formula, and it doesn't change anything, and it doesn't go woke, too broke. Like, there's nothing wrong with diverse characters. You have Rosario Dawson in there. Isn't she diverse, right?
Yeah, she's awesome.
She was amazing. I love Rosario Dawson. So I'm just saying, like, there's nothing wrong with diversity. What happens is when you pander it and you make it about, hey, we got 4 new characters, they're diverse, or hey, we got this, or hey, we got Black Superman coming out, like, oh, we got Black Commissioner Gordon. It's just, oh. Anyway, guys, I gotta be out because I'm gonna lose it here. We're going into like all these different tangents, and I'm triggered. Hit me up on DM or on Facebook. Let me know when we're gonna try to make this happen. If you're really serious about it.
It might take you a little bit more convincing to get me to watch the movie. I don't know if I want to, but keep on trying. I might cave. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, if anything, let's just watch 1 and 2 again and just realize why that movie was good in itself, and we don't need whatever's cooking in Dark Fate.
And talk about how awesome they are.
Yeah, we could definitely do that. Yeah. All right then, bro. So, Mr. Ron, I will bid you farewell.
Okay,
I'll eat some din-din
or whatever. Maybe I don't know. You gotta talk about. I don't know. I've heard everything there was to know about Grom already, so I don't know what new information you're going to give to the stream later.
Yeah, it's just I got some stuff cooking, but yeah, for the we'll plan out the next one, and Animation Gate's a real thing, and to the next one, guys. Appreciate you.
All right, I'll see you guys next time. You have a good one, Gilly.
All right, later.